Hi everybody, this is Len with Crazy for Crafting, and I use a webcam for my video, so this is going to be a first for me because I'm going to show you my digital studio and show you how to make this. So bear with me here and hopefully you can understand it. Thank you.
New projects, multi-output options. Click on that and then just do the 8.5 by 11 portrait, create your own. Okay, we're going to just name this My Way 232. Okay, we got a blank sheet. We're going to say okay. Now we've got a blank sheet here. I hope you can see this because I'm trying to hold this camera. Okay, now here's how we're going to do it. You go to Background Papers, Design Series Papers. Now here's the one I want that has the grid and it has this motif. But I don't want it as a total background. I'm going to change it. So I'm going to put Add as Page Layer. Okay, now remember this is a 12 by 12, but what you see here is just the grid on the paper, and that's the part I want. So then you double click on it so that you can make it bigger, and we're going to take it all the way up to the corner, and we're going to make this more like an 8.5 by 11. And all you do is do that, and put it up here and see if it fits. Okay, usually in view I take the snap to grid off. I don't like that. Okay, now that's just about perfect. I'm going to click one more time and bring this over just a little bit more because we want it to be as precise as the regular DSP. Okay, now that you're done with this, all you have to do is print this out. So then you go to File, Print. Would you like to save? Yes. Okay. You're going to click on that. Then you're going to go down here to Printer. And I'm using my Epson Artisan 720. I'm using a piece of Whisper White. I do it with Best Photo on premium presentation paper. That's matte and borderless and in portrait. Okay, I'm going to click OK on that. And then we're going to go to Page Setup. Now since this is a new one, you got to make sure you've got the right size here, and that's correct. But you don't want any margins on this, so you're going to put 0 in every one of these because you want it borderless. Then you click OK. Now, you can do a preview if you like. And there you go. That's what it's going to look like. So we're just going to hit Print. We're just going to hit Print. Okay. And when it's done printing, you will have this. I'm going to hold it up in front of the camera. Now you're not going to be able to see it very well that way. Okay, we're going to continue this video with me showing you what to do with the paper next, but I just wanted to show you how to get part of this DSP paper from here and what you can do with it after that.
Back.
So hang on, I'll be right back.
And here is what came out of the printer. Now, it has some of this faded, like worn sponging look on it, and it only has it on 2 sides, but we're going to change that. Okay, but first, now this is going to make 4 cards, so we're just going to cut this. This is going to be the inside mat, so we want these to be the card's 5 1/2, so we want this to be 5 1/4. Okay, and 5 1/4. And then we're going to do it this way. And we've already got some sponging here, and then we're going to go 4 because the card is now 4 1/4. So we've got 1, now we've got 2 pieces, there's 3 pieces, and then here's our 4th piece. Okay, now this one only has it on one side. This one has it on 2 sides. This has it on none, which is okay because we can sponge it. And this one has it on 1. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sponge this. So let me get out my dauber. Okay, got my little black dauber, and I'm going to use black stays on. Okay, so we're just going to go around the edges of this like this. And then I like to kind of make it like dusty. Okay. I don't know what other word to use, but I like to bring it up like it's been dusted on there a little bit. Okay, now if you want, you can put a little more on this side, just so it evens it out some. And there you go. Now you've got it antique-y looking. Now what we're going to use is, this is the Thoughts and Prayers, and I'm going to use the large motif. It's not going to be the tree, but it's going to be the opposite side. Just looks like a big branch of leaves and flowers. Okay, but we're just going to not quite use all of it. And we're going to make a design here. So I'm going to wipe that up, and I'm going to bring it down so that that tail isn't there, like that. And then I'm going to again and bring it over, and again and bring it over, and then turn it and go up this side with it. Okay, now can you see that, what it looks like? Okay, then don't forget to use your Stampin' Scrub and clean these off. Okay, so now this is what you got. Now what you need is just a black piece of cardstock. Okay, here's the card. This is just basic black, and it's folded. It's a standard 5 1/2 this way by 4 1/4 this way. Now we're just going to take this, and since remember we just printed on the front, it's no biggie, and we're going to stick this on with some snail. So we put it like that. Okay, here's the beginning of your card. Now we're going to use the fun die cut, and we're going to cut out the flowers. Okay, now, next you're going to take a piece of very vanilla cardstock. You're going to cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to run this through the Big Shot with the tulip frame. And then you're going to run more vanilla through with the Big L Fun Flower die. And this is what you get when you run it through all these little pieces. Now we're going to take this and put it on this, but we're going to sponge the edges of this first. So let's start with the big one, and we're just going to go around the edges. And we're going to do this to the 3 big pieces of the flower. Okay, then we're going to do the others. Okay, through the magic of video, we've got them all done. Now, at this point, you can either use this little one here, that's the center, or you can put a pearl in the center. So I've got this Pretties kit, and it's got the off-white pearls in it, because you don't want just a white one. So you can use that if you want. Okay. So now we're going to take the bone folder, and we're going to just flip the ends so that they get a little bend to them before we put them together. Okay, now this one I'm going to do the opposite, because I want it to come up instead of down. Okay, so now I'm going to take dimensionals and stick on here, because I've got them bent, so you want them to be raised a little bit. Then take this one and stick it in between all those, like that. And you just keep centering the 5 petals. Now this one, remember, we're doing up, but we still, like that. And then this little one. Like that. Oh, would help if I took the thing off, wouldn't it? Let's get that back in line here. Okay, so now you can either stick this on, or this on, or both of them. I don't want this popped up because it's flat, so I'm going to put that on it. And then I'm going to take a pop dot and put this on. Just like that. Okay, so now we have our flower and it's all ready. And what we're going to do is you can stick this flower up here. You can stick it down there. You can stick it anywhere now. I kind of like it down here a little bit, so you see the flow up here and the flow over here. So now you're going to use a dimensional to put this on too. A couple actually. So we're going to do that now. Okay, I've got the dimensional on the back, and I'm going to sit this down here like that. Okay, so now there's our card so far. Now, the reason I wanted to do this with my digital studio is because this piece, as you saw when I first pulled it up, only has one black motif on the bottom. This way, if you want to do more and you use my digital studio, you can do 4 per sheet. and you just get more bang for your buck. Now, I'm going to go over and do this in my big shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, can you see that now? What I like about this embossing folder is when you got it this way, okay, you can see that it's little tulips down at the bottom. But up here, you can look at it as tulips, or you can look at it as little bells. So this is really great for, I would say, weddings. Anyway, we're going to use it inside this card, which can be used for a wedding. But there's a frame around the edge here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off right up against it. Okay, on all four sides here. Oh, that one I got right on the edge, so that's good. So we want to keep that edge, we just want the piece that's not on the edge off. Okay, now this piece is going to go on the inside of this card. So all you need is a little bit of snail. And there you have the inside of this card. Now I know it takes a little bit more because you're using a black card and having to put a white insert, or actually very vanilla insert in it, but sometimes you just have to make a card on black cardstock like this. It's just beautiful. And of course, red and black are my favorite colors, and I like to mix red and black, red, white, and black, black and white, red and white. But I just think this is a cool card. And I would be happy if somebody sent me something like this. Okay, now you can put any kind of greeting in here, depending on what you want this card for. But because you've got this in here and it's already embossed, you can just use your stamp clear across here, and you don't have to put it on a mat. But now we're going to put one more thing right here. Now, I like from this set that we used, if I can find what I did with it, here it is. We have, let's make this a pretty thank you card. Okay, so we're going to use this fancy thank you. Can you see that? There you go. And since it's on black, I think I'm not even going to put a mat around it. I think I'm going to go straight to the card with it. Okay, right up here in the corner. Alright, now look how nice that looks. It says thank you. And this is it for the card. And I hope you watch for another video, because I'll be coming up with another one pretty soon. But I just wanted to show you that you can use my digital studio to do a lot of different things. So have a good day, and just keep on crafting, and we'll see you soon. This is Lynn signing off. Bye.